Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in to Queenfully Spoken. Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight on Valentine. Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Welcome in, come on. Come in, set the ambiance where you are. Set the ambiance where you are. How are you? Welcome in. How are you doing? Did you have a date? Did you go out for dinner? Did you? Was it good? Let me see who's here that I might know. Let's see. Good evening, you all. Good evening. Come in. Welcome into Queenfully Spoken. Welcome into Queenfully Spoken. And for those of you that are joining me, thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope that you've invited your significant other, your spouse, as we are. Hey, Bam. Hey, Dee. I see you all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. We're going to have a guest that's going to read with me. And I just want you all to put you in my hands. How about that? Put you in my hands and join me. Is my music too loud for you? Put a 1 if my music is too loud for you. Or can you hear me? Okay. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Jeanette, I see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Jeanette, you want to come up and do the and then we can, while there's some others that are coming in, and we can get the housekeepings out of the way. Hey, Bam, how are you? I see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I see you. Hey, Walter.
Good afternoon. Can you
Got
hear
your
me?
camera. You got your camera on?
Uh-uh. No, ma'am. Look, I'm not ready. That's why I'm going to do the announcements and I'm going back in the comments.
Oh, gracious me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I see we have
Sister.
83 beautiful souls and the numbers keep climbing. Welcome in, everyone. We are here on this Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Miss Donna, you're looking beautiful as usual with your
Thank
red lipstick popping. Yes, ma'am. Looks very nice. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the housekeeping rules. We are glad that everyone has decided to join Miss Donna tonight in her readings with our special guest. We want you to interact. We would love for you to tap the screen. And when people are on the panel, just be respectful of other people's opinions. And when she asks you up to the platform, just keep it short and sweet and give your feedback on her readings. Again, be respectful to each other, be respectful to the host and the panel, and be respectful to each other in the comments. If you are not, we will kindly escort you out of the room nicely.
Yeah, and guys, um, we had a staff meeting, and what we want to do, we want you to stay. We really do want you to stay and enjoy. And so just be forewarned that they know to mute you if you get unruly. And if you get so very unruly, they have my permission to take you to the door. And
That's
when they take you to the door, they will have blocked you, and you will never be able to come back in again.
and your
Okay?
music is perfect. It's at the correct level, so you're good with the music.
Thank you. Thank
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop back down to the
you.
comments.
All right. Sister, are you here? Come up and holler. I haven't talked to you all day. Are you here? Are you here? Come on. Come on. Where are you? You know, welcome, welcome in. We're just trying to wait and let some more persons get in. Sister, you turning your, yeah. What you doing? You got red lipstick on like me.
And I do.
And I do.
And I do.
Oh, sucky, sucky.
Oh, I know we're not talking. I know we're not talking.
Okay, I'm not. Okay.
You know if I do. Mm-hmm.
Ah, you all, when we don't see each other all day long, it makes for a long day. And she normally will call a staff meeting. I should be the one that's calling a staff meeting, but nevertheless, I digress. But we have to catch up with that box of candy and balloons that you got. Okay, did I say that out loud? I did. Mm,
He shot his shot. Okay, I'm not mad.
okay.
oh,
Don't you like a man that takes control?
he stepped into that office with total control, and I loved it. At first, I was a bit offended because he overstepped his boundaries and came around my desk. Didn't care.
And Bob, see, that's how it works
Well,
for
I
us.
somewhat liked that aggressiveness. It was somewhat sexy. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay, I was about to close my eyes, and you know what happens when I close my eyes? Pandora comes out, and she doesn't ask, can she come out? But nevertheless, welcome everyone. I hope you have set your ambiance and you're ready. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? I'm trying to see some of the people, and I can greet some of the people that are coming in. Um, being the hostess, you know how you say it, the hostess with the most. Nevertheless, come in. I am ready to get started. Are you ready,
Yes, ma'am.
sister?
I'm ready. I'm stepping down.
All right. And I'll have my guest to come up in a few, not right now. Are you ready? Are you ready for me to read to you? Do you have your lights dimmed? Because I'm going to want you to close your eyes and hear me. Let's see if I can dim my light. You think? Is that better? Is that better? Anyway, thank you. I thought that was you, Super. I thought that was you. I wasn't for sure. Welcome in. And thank you all for the gifts. Thank you so much. I want to start with this. Have you dimmed your lights? This one is called Touch That Incandescent Fire Within. Touch that incandescent fire within. Fondle her mind. Make love to her heart. Give her a soul gasm. Touch that incandescent fire within. Those are the erogenous zones of a touch. That is where her fire lies. Touch her there. So for those that are sitting close, fondle her mind before you ever touch her. Fondle her mind. Make love to her heart and give her a soul gasm. So have you poured her a glass of wine? Have you allowed her to put her feet up in your lap? And you massaging her feet, yes? Making love to her mind. You got the ambiance set. I knew it was you. I sleep with the TV on, but that was not what I heard behind me. I heard your gruffy voice, and I knew it was you. I felt you right here behind me. It was not my pillows down the center of my bed that I back up to. It was you. I felt you, your breath on my shoulder, the way you embraced me and cradled my breast in your hand. I knew that was you, causing me to slowly turn over, facing you, as you kissed me on my forehead. I smiled as I raised my face to meet your lips. I knew it was you. My temperature was rising, causing your temperature to rise. I felt you. I knew it was you. The way you stroked me, compelling me to place my hand on your chest. Only you. I knew it was you. Ever so deliberate, you stroked my thigh, pulling it up and over you. I felt you in all of your magnificence as you went to your safe place inside of me. I felt you, and I knew it was you. Then and there, we became one, making love as though it was our first time. I know what is mine, and I felt you, knowing it was you. You were so in tune with me that you felt me stop moving, but gripping. Oh, how I was gripping you. I felt you, and I knew it was you. Then it happened. I could not help it, and you didn't care. As you felt a warmth wash over you, and then you released. I felt you. I wished you were here. I wished you were these pillows, yet I knew it was you. Did you like that? I knew it was you. Always has been you. Oh my. One more, and then I'll allow you all to tell me what you think thus far. I knew it was you. And this one is special to me. This one is special to me. And I could love you like this. The pulsating rhythm of an endemic thought comes. It has brushed against the latitudinal walls of your poetics, always anchored in romance of hearts, never circuitous, the refined images of rapture, intoxication, insist that I reminisce about the radiant warmth of those near forgotten autumn mornings when we installed into life the passion that has redeemed us. Oh, how I could separate loving you from the malaise if I could separate loving you from the moribund existence, which is not loving you. This is how I would love you, my lover of love. I would love you as you speak to me in rhythmic phrases of love. I would love you with each step into this landscape of love in which there is never nothingness. I would love you as the passionate felicities of your intended heart are forbidden to languish in regret of what could have been. I would love you as you enter my room full of tears and liberate me from the sadness of my longings. You brought me to the beauty of the sun. I embrace it. You have impassioned me with a hope that love brings. I revel in it. You have brought me to the sensitivities of your heart and soul. I shiver in their revelations. You have shown me that love is everything and that one has to love thoroughly and without restraint. And in this, there is no compromise. And I could love you like this. Do you ever want to be loved like that? Do you? Do you want to come up and tell me what you think so far? I don't want to rush you. Passion should never be rushed, ever. Is there anyone that would like to come up as we still have persons coming in? Tell me what you think. Come in. Come in. Let's see who's sitting that has not. Shaja, I see you. I invite you up. Let's see. Who else do we have here? D hasn't been up in a while. Let's see. If there's anyone else that would like to come up. And I really would love to hear from the men. I really would. Because I cannot get better if I don't hear from you. Tell me what you think. Uh-huh. Oh my goodness, sister, you got red lipstick on too. What is
I
it?
got red on too.
You got red on. Also, D, turn your camera on. You got red lipstick on. D,
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
you got your camera on.
No, ma'am. I don't have my camera on.
Are you gonna turn it on?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no. I'm actually just kind of enjoying an evening right now, and just
I,
I don't.
oh, I almost asked. I almost asked. You're enjoying it. Say no more.
Thank you.
But you know I will be asking questions.
I'm sure you will.
All right. I am going to invite you up. Mr. Hatcher, we'd like to hear from the men as well. What did you like about it or did you not like about it this day? Be careful of your words. No, I'm just joking. I invite you up. Jaja, what say
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Did you see sister with the red lipstick on? Did you?
I did see sister. I said great minds think alike today.
Just trying to tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I lose him? Did I lose Mr. Earl? Or maybe he. Go ahead, sister. Tell me. Tell me.
Of course, every time I hear the readings, it blesses me. It's always fabulous. And it's like hearing it for the first time every time.
Oh,
So it's fabulous for me. Fabulous, always.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Earl. Thank you. Happy Valentine's to you. Thank you so very much. Oh, merciful. So maybe some of the gentlemen later will come up and tell us what they think. Maybe. And for those that have your book, do you see that it's different? There is not a subject matter, Mr. Hatcher. I am doing Queenfully spoken, and I'm going to read to you some, and I want you to relax in it. Um, it's from one of my books that is newly published, which is Trilogy. It is Trilogy. I have two books. The Struggle is Real and Trilogy. And I am reading from Trilogy tonight and have been. And if you, there's some that's in the book and there's some that's not in the book, but I hope that you're enjoying them. I hope so. I hope you're enjoying them. Let's see, is that better? I don't know. So I'm going to ask my guest to come up, and I'm going to let you ladies, Jeanette is, or sister's going to let you ladies down. And
Okay.
sister, thank you for helping out.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Walter, if you're here, I'm going to read one more. And if you're here, I'm going to invite you up. And then you and I together again. Okay. You know, that's the reason why that felt different. I'm going to read, and I think that this may be in. Thank you, Bam. Thank you all. You all are so kind. It was like, well, I can't tell you that, but anyway, it was, what am I going to wear? And then I thought, ooh, that has too much skin. And then I told Walter, okay, then I felt grown. I was like, oh, Walter, I'm going to put on something. And I might be. Okay, I'm trying to see. Riri, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to read You Only Touch My Mind. I'm going to read that. And I really need you to close your eyes and allow me to touch your mind. Okay? It is hard to believe that it has been approximately a year and a half, and our friendship has grown expeditiously to my surprise. It never happens like this with me and a gentleman. My history has proven to be disappointing at best because in today's society, the only thing that moves expeditiously is how fast they try to get me into bed. But along came you, and you only touched my mind. I smile at the thought when we first started to communicate. I remember stepping outside of my comfort zone and I sent you a direct message. Oh, how forward of me. I then rejected me, never expecting a response from you. We were in a group together, and I was just your peekaboo friend, always impressed how you carried yourself within the group, yet never feeling adequate enough to comment on your postings. But this day, you took time to express your opinion, and I totally agreed with your profound statement, wanting to have dialogue with you, but not there. So I put on my big girl panties and sent you a direct message, then feeling so giddy when you responded back to me. You actually carried on conversation with me, and my inner voice spoke. The way you navigated the landscape as if I were a skittish deer you had happened upon in the forest, and you just wanted to watch me from afar. The foreplay you had with my mind began with the first time we video chatted. I was so enthralled with your deep, resonant voice, so very titillating, all the time telling myself to stay focused, stay focused. My mind imagined being close to you, with your voice being soft, deep, and resonant, causing me to lean in to hear you. And when I did, the balm that you were wearing called to me. Your eyes were dark and endless. I wanted to kiss the end of your nose and softly lick your lips until you slightly opened your mouth, inviting my tongue in. You were never aggressive, just allowing me, and you only touched my mind. While having a glass of wine and continuing our conversation, the way you slowly licked your lips after a sip of wine, yet never losing eye contact with me. My mind had gone to a place of no return. You gently touched my hand that caused me to tremble. I felt my nipples tingle and start to protrude. All of you had started to fondle my mind. You took me by the hand and led me to a chaise, laying me back, taking your time to unbutton my dress from the bottom up. You enjoyed the redolence from my thighs of essential oils and lotion. Oh my goodness, how you nibbled my thighs until you were at my garden of felicity. You kissed the lips of my garden as you had done my lips, slowly parting the lips, being greeted by a swollen maidenhead. I can feel my breath becoming threaded. You could feel me also. You stood up before me, unzipping your pants, and I wanted to help you, but you just wanted me to lie there while looking down on me. Your phallus was simply magnificent. You asked me if you could enter my garden. How could I say no? I wanted you so. You entered the inner court of my garden, and we loved each other and made love, yet you only touched my mind. Did you like that? Did I did I get some snaps? Did you like that, Walter?
That sounds like somebody that is mimicking some of my techniques. I gotta take hats off for a moment and tell them I appreciate the effort.
Would you have done that, Walter?
Very
Would you
similar, but now that I've heard that, I gotta get even more creative.
tell me what you would do?
It
How would you?
starts in the mind,
Mm-hmm.
and from the mind, it tinkles down the spine. I
Mm-hmm.
find those zones in order to stimulate,
Mm-hmm.
precipitate, and
Oh,
regulate, and
yes.
then I fondle it back up to the C5, the C7, the
Oh,
earlobes,
see,
the
see.
massage of the scalp.
Mm-hmm.
I lay them down in the petals of the bath water that's been prepared and waiting.
Oh, my. Yes. Don't stop now. What else would you do to me?
I have freshly fluffed towels and feathers ready
Mm-hmm.
for when they take them out of that water, well
Mm-hmm.
before logged, but thoroughly relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
guided to the bedroom,
Oh,
wrapped in a single towel, hair with one, body with another, and the third tending to those areas that still drip.
yes. Would you have joined me in the water?
No,
All
that's
right.
that moment of time to allow you
Mm-hmm.
to thoroughly entice yourself with the elements.
Okay. Did you all go with me? Did you close your eyes for a moment? I, oh my goodness. Did you close your eyes? Oh, Walter, what are we doing? What are we doing, Walter? Oh, you took me there. I think I think I closed my eyes. Did I let my light go out? Can you still see me? I did. I got so engrossed in you, Walter, that I don't know. Can you still see me?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as before, I'm always on my best worst behavior, so y'all don't pardon me. Just hold it against me as close and as tightly as possibly.
Oh, hold it against you. Oh, so you could feel all of me? Yeah. And I could nuzzle your neck and smell the essence that you're wearing? Oh, my. Oh, my. One moment. Walter, which one are we going to read together?
I have never,
Oh, do you remember that one? I have never. Let's see. Can I get my light back on? I did, didn't I? I don't know. I was not paying attention. I got lost in the moment. I have never. Do I? Do I? Do I? Yes, I do, don't I? I lead off on that one. So let's see. Sister, we're going to do tongue. I, I know she heard me, Walter. That's her favorite.
it was the morning after you were still lying in bed, still asleep, and I reminisce. I brought your morning coffee to the bedside. I was about to leave, and you said, "Can we talk?" It is normal, me who makes that statement. You asked, would I sit with you as you flipped the blanket back? I got back in the bed next to you, and you, close to you, close to me.
You kissed my hands, and then you kissed my wedding rings. You looked at me and said, I did not interrupt, but remembering you said the same thing as you drifted off to sleep after our amorous playtime last night. My thought was, that which is rewarded is always repeated. I continued to listen. You said, after all of these years, you still find ways to make me say, I have never.
Last night, as I came out of the shower in all of my glory, the look in your eyes was the look you had on our honeymoon. You got out of the bed, knelt before me right where I stood, and you took me. I never knew you were paying attention, but when you normally take me, I insist that you take all of me, because the bed, for me, is terribly sensitive. My thighs tighten under these most elegant hands of yours, and you kissed my hands again. But last night, you were so dominant. You did what pleased you. The slow and sensual sucking of the head was so hot, and everything in me wanted to explode. But you would not look up at me, as if saying, not now. We moved to the bed, and you were still entering and enjoying, entertaining me and the mister. I was afraid that I would not hold out, and I flipped you over. Do you remember? And she acknowledged. But I was selfish because I was ready to enter your secret garden, which to my surprise was well watered. The water just the right temperature. You were fitted for me only. Came, but you did not release me. You looked deep into my eyes. You placed those long, slender fingers around my neck and said in that sultry voice,
You have more. You have one more. And I want it. And I want it now.
you slightly tightened your grip around my neck and said,
Now. I want it now.
I never lost my rigidity, but you did to me. I indeed had a like I had never. My arms and legs left me. I collapsed on top of you, still feeling you milk me. Very gently, you rolled me over. Then I felt this nice, warm water as you bathed me. Then, with your ostrich feather duster, you dusted me and covered me. I heard you in the shower and slightly remembered you getting in the bed, but I had no strength. I wanted to tell you how much you pleased me, but all I could say was, I have never.
As I stroked your face and held you to my breast, I know you, and I am aware of your erogenous zones. But this was new to me, and how it excited me. Just understand, that which is rewarded is always repeated. Are you ready? Did you all like that? Oh, who was that? Divine said. What did Divine say? Tisha Lee. Divine. Where is she? And I see Princess is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Miss Donna.
Hey, sweeties, how are you all?
Good. How are you? You look
Good.
so pretty.
Thank you so much. Thank
Oh
you.
my
Thank you.
God! All you ladies and Lady P and Shasha. Oh my goodness.
Did you see them?
Oh, did I see them? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So, what did you think?
Absolutely beautiful. As I say every single time, I am not old enough to listen to this. My ears, my ears, my ears. I love it every time. Okay, baby, we're gonna have to put a notice up here. We're gonna put it's
A
age restricted.
disclaimer. It's a
I did.
Oh,
disclaimer.
girl.
I did
Disclaimer.
put. I said.
Not
I
not for
did
the weak at heart.
for mature audience. I did, and then I said 35 and up. I think I did. I think I put that.
You need another one that
Well,
say not for the weak at heart.
For real. Because my
well,
heart is
I'm
still my heart.
well, I'm old enough to listen to it, and I'm gonna listen again.
I need some oxygen. My breath is gone.
Girl, you.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Mm-mm.
because I didn't know Walter was gonna role play with me so soon, and it was the way he said what he said, and I was like, oh, okay, tell me what you would do. Tell me what you would do.
Said what he said, and he said it too, didn't he, though?
Pandora and
Yay,
all her
Edie, I'm
cousins is
glad
Listen,
you
out.
got the book. I'm glad you got the book.
if y'all think y'all gonna have y'all way with me tonight, you
Yes.
damn right.
Pandora and all of her cousins are out.
For real.
Every last
Mm,
one. Do you see how Pandora has me dressed tonight?
mm,
Oh,
mm,
Okay.
you look
mm.
fantastic.
You look sexy.
Yes, ma'am.
You do.
Now, I would never use that word in.
Honey, you, Miss Donna, yes, you do, but yes, you do.
Girl, you know you look like an edible arrangement. Stop it.
Okay.
Quit playing with us, Miss Donna.
I,
Mm-mm.
I'm getting ready. Okay, I'm getting ready to. I'm getting ready to drop you all down. I'm getting.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Humblest apologies.
Oh, y'all just want to make me blush real hard right now. And
Mm.
okay, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later because Pandora made me put this dress on. Okay, and I was.
Well, it was a good choice.
Good choice, Pandora. Good
Pandora
choice.
does well.
Yes, she does.
Pandora. And
That's
you
what
know,
he said.
ooh, is that the voice again? What did you say?
That's what she said.
Hmm. Don't start with me right now, okay? Because I can't control Pandora. They know I can't control Pandora. Pandora wants to play with you so bad. Mm.
Oh, I feel I'm in something I'm not supposed to be in. I'm watching something I'm not supposed to be watching. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, help us.
Hey, Sid, how are you? How are you? And thank you for coming. Sid, did you get to hear me read? Are you just getting here? Are you just arriving? You know what? I'm gonna invite Sid up because the other day Sid said something. He said, Miss Donna, I'm afraid of you. And Sid, Sid, are you gonna turn your camera on? Thank you, Sid.
Hey, Miss Donna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Now,
I'm good.
do you remember saying that? You said, Miss Donna, I am afraid of you. And I wasn't quite sure what that meant. What did that mean, Sid?
Ah,
Does that mean that you're not
uh,
going to tell me, Sid?
does that mean what now?
You're not going, still not going to tell me?
I don't think it. I don't think I meant anything. Hold on one second, Miss Don. Hold on. I don't think I didn't mean anything negative. Um, I'll put it like this: a man has to be ready to talk to a person with a voice and with the um, way that you speak, the words that you say. A man has to be 1,000% ready. So I guess um, I have a lot going on, so sometimes I'm not ready. I'm not at that point where I'm ready to actually, participate in the conversation with a woman, with a voice, and with everything that you bring. Sometimes, So that's all I meant by it.
Okay. But did you get to hear my stories? Did you get to
I
hear
heard
my...
it the first time I heard it was last week, and it was absolutely amazing. So I didn't get to catch you tonight because I'm just getting back in. So
But I do thank you for coming up. And I do thank you for joining me.
absolutely, it's my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure.
So, what was it that you had? Cranberry juice? Pour you some in your water. Oh, yes, okay.
I had a lot of people food. I don't drink. Uh, I don't drink. I don't smoke. So, and it's not that, I just don't, that's just not my taste. It's not, anything wrong with it. I don't, judge anybody whoever does. It's just, that's just not my choice.
No, I saw you with the wine glass, and you had said cranberry juice, or I think it was cranberry juice. And
Right.
I was just saying, thank you for coming up. Get your cranberry juice and continue to sit with me.
I sure will, Miss Donna.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Chat with you later.
Yes. Walter, can I do one before we read again? Are
If
you
that
ready?
pleases you, go on ahead.
Now, what pleases me, Walter, is mhm, okay. Pandora almost told you what pleases her. She's wanting to play all night, okay? This is called Before I Go to Sleep. Before I go to sleep. At night, I light candles in my bathroom ahead of me so that the room is aromatic. I love a lavender bath. Then my imagination starts as I lather my breast. And I have very large nipples, and they're super sensitive. And I imagine you running your palm over my nipples as that excites you. My breasts fit perfect in your hands. You are sitting on the edge of the tub, and you bend to kiss me, my lips, and down my wet neck. You ran your hand down my tummy to my nice, smooth shaven pudendum and my maidenhead in anticipation of your touch, but you never stopped kissing me. Then you penetrated me with your fingers, not only to find that I am wet but I'm wet because of my desire for you. You helped me to a standing position, wrapped me in a towel, and we went to the bedroom where you lit more candles. Standing before me, I undressed you. Your manhood so magnificent, so hard, and you wanting me. I ran my hands down your bottom and gently pulled you closer as I positioned you in my warm and wet mouth. No hands. You stopped me, and once again, you put your fingers into the warm and wet spot that you had created. I like sucking you and that moan that only you can do. You are so ready. I softly asked, would you? And you mounted me ever so slowly, making me beg for all of you, my legs on your shoulders, and still ever slow in your penetration. You kissed the insides of my thighs, and I begged for more. I distinctly felt the head of your manhood, the hardness. You bring me to that point of ecstasy that I begged you to climax with me. You gave me all of you. You felt the warmth and my muscles contracting around your manhood. Then and there, that moan that drives me crazy. You found my point of pleasure and you knew it. I arched my back and you placed your hand at the base of my tummy with just a little pressure. I could not control it as you said, baby, I am coming. I felt the pulsating of your manhood as you filled me. We never parted. You rested inside of me as we laid in each other's arms, all wet and still connected. Are you snapping, Walter?
I had to enter it in the chat firstly. It brought me into the mindset of bring the Kegels, and I will raise you a week-long stamamamina.
Walter? What is this? That many times? Are you all snapping? Are you all snapping? Are you enjoying yourself? I'm not going to keep you long because, see, I want you to uh, take this and make it do what it do, whatever that do is. Mm-hmm. 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 Who else is here? Who else is here that wants to come up and chat for just a minute? Who else is here? Bam. You know, um, my voice, if you'd like to come up, you're welcome as usual, as I have stated. Now, Zeta, am I saying that right? I hope so. Zeta, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you enjoying this thus far, ladies?
Yes, ma'am. Dag nabbit, Walter.
Oh, you've got red on and red. Come on through.
Listen.
Grown folk over
Listen.
here.
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't think I've heard that one before. But my God, today.
You're not going to say my statement, are
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes,
My
ma'am.
God,
Yes,
today.
ma'am. Whew. Okay.
Let me see if I get somebody else to join you. Let me see who else. I don't know who this lethal mother. I'm going to invite her. Lethal monster. That scares me.
Little fireworks. That's cute. Thank you, T. Jolie.
Let's see, who is this? Let's see if we can invite them. I know that I'm about to drive my moderators crazy because I'm just picking someone. Tell me.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening. How are you?
This is my first time catching you, Donna, and
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
I see you on Be Yourself.
Yes,
That's where I see you.
yes.
And
This
I
is
thought,
much deeper. Woo. I am laying in bed. It does make your imagination run wild
Mm-hmm.
of all the things I would like to do if I had somebody next to me.
Right?
you know? Um, I think this adult at night, it brings me to, can I say that in my own enjoyment?
you
Would
can
that be
say
fair to say?
that you can. Yes.
Because you're thinking about it, and then with the voice is very sensual. Yes, that helps too. That helps
Okay.
too. But I am enjoying this, and this is like after hours. This is what I need.
After hours. And that's the reason why I said finish out the evening with me and escape into my imagination. My imagination. Um,
Listen,
I know
that
that
Pandora was fighting to get out this evening.
he is still fighting to get out. Um, Zeta, I know that you've heard Dee Dee. I think she's here. Rod, how are you? I see you. Rod is here. Let me invite Rod up. Dee Dee has a beautiful voice, but I was like, I don't know that you could feel what I'm feeling because I know what my thought process was when I was in the midst of writing what I was writing. And I don't know, not saying that they can't, but you don't know what I was feeling at that time. Rod, if you're still here, Jeanette, if you invite Rod up for me, please. Um, it's I write what I want and what I desire, and then I want you to feel when I read it. Do you feel? Do you feel what I desire?
I sure
Sexually
did.
erotic on some
It's the
Olympic
closing of the
airborne
eyes.
non-aerobic.
Yes. If you don't close your eyes and put yourself in that space, you're not gonna enjoy it. Like I turned off the lights and I'm and then I just laid here, like wow.
Took you
And
there, right?
And it was the intimacy without someone having the intimacy, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
Yes.
and when I say that when I write, I sit here and I get it all set up so that I'm just having to dictate because I close my eyes and I see it and I see it in color. And then I have to go back and proof it, but I see it. I can almost touch it. All of it. I mean, when I say that I see the vein, I can see the veins. I can touch them. Okay, Pandora's out. I'm sorry. So
She
sorry.
taking us there again. Okay.
Listen, when she said, Miss Donna, when you read No Hands, all I could think was, look, my no hands. I don't know why I thought that,
It's
but
no. just no hands. But can you
Yes.
visualize that?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
that that's the reason why there's certain words that I don't use because I don't know that you can understand that. I want you to see the strength of this man, and that's the reason why I call it Mister, or I call it Magnificent or Mr. Magnificent,
Mm-hmm.
or any of those things. It's giving it total authority over
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
You
That it
know,
does.
that's what I want you to feel when when I read. I want you to feel what I'm feeling when.
AKA that kneel before God.
Whew.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, I've got two ottomans. I have this thing about ottoman, okay? So there's no handles to restrict me, right? So like I'm sitting in a chair, but I can take my legs and put them around you. I'm 5'8", but I'm all legs. And I can put my legs around your legs and pull you close to me.
Oh,
See that? I'm sorry. Okay.
Rod, you okay?
I will be eventually.
Okay.
Welcome
All
up,
right.
bro.
Thank you for inviting me up. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Every time I come in here and I'm listening to your stories, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for everyone when I say this. When you've had these moments in your life where whatever it is that has you engulfed, everything around you disappears, and it's just you in that moment. And if you haven't experienced that, then find a way to experience that, because there's nothing like having that moment when it's just you, and it could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be something you're doing, and there's nothing. You just get into this zone where nothing else matters but exactly what's going on in that moment.
And that
And that's a wonderful thing. So the more and more you listen, the more and more I listen, the more I get into those moments, and I have to catch myself. And sometimes I'll admit, after a story, I don't stay in for the break. I have those don't touch me moment. I just need to go by myself and take a deep breath and come back in and be like, okay, all right, time for round two, reset.
it is that feeling, like the story. I have never. She told me I had one more in me, and I'm usually one and gone, right? But she puts her hands around my neck, and her fingers are so long that, but she just chokes me just a little. And she talks that one more out of him. And it was that one that was so, the first one was good, but that second one, when you dug deep and gave her one more, it was draining. It took your legs. I needed you to feel that. Could you imagine what that would be like?
whew.
My imagination.
Yes. I just wanted to say before I drop down and go to sleep, the more, the
You
more
gotta wait. Don't go to
I
sleep just yet.
Don't go to sleep just yet because
oh, it's more. Okay,
I'm gonna do tongue. Walter and I are gonna do tongue together.
okay, no
So
problem. Let me just say this before you do that one. The more and more I listen to you, the more it's in my head. Meaning I can hear your voice without even you speaking. So I just want to say, whoever I find is going to be in trouble,
Right?
because I think that when I do, or when I find that partner, it's going to be unleashed, because now I'm hearing your voice as I play the role.
and Zeta, you know what? I know that it's different for everyone, but I don't want you to rush anything. I
Honey,
don't want
it's overdue. But go ahead.
I don't want you to tell me you're gonna beat it up and you're gonna pound it. I don't want you to do any of those things. I want you to make love to me like you've never made love to me before. That's what I want. And I don't want you to get it twisted because of my gray hair and 70 years young. Okay, don't, please don't, please don't, please. All of this pent up energy. And so that's the way I write. It's about this passion that has been pent up. And when.
I suggest you get a subscription to the Liquid Plumber Services offered by the PDC.
Well,
Thank you for the invite.
you're welcome.
I'm
Thank you.
staying on. I am staying on.
We're gonna read and then we're gonna call it a night. Um, Rod,
Thank
thank you always. Bam, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome always.
Thank you so much. Walter, are you almost ready?
I was born ready.
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay. No, Pandora, get back. Now, Pandora's going to be here, Rod, because Pandora wrote this. I didn't even know that she was. Yeah. I did say tongue, yes. Sister's probably already laid out somewhere because I remember. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. And if I haven't spoke to you, it's because I'm cutting up. But welcome, and I thank you for coming and joining me. I do. And we're going to read tongue, and then hopefully, sisters on the floor. Mm, 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 mm. Um, I just hope that you all have enjoyed thus far. And then when you leave me, I hope the joy continues. I hope the joy continues. Are we ready, Walter?
Always.
Okay. Tongue. This is called tongue. What did you think when I said tongue? Hmm. You thought it, didn't you? What a naughty thought you just had. There he was, and every time I saw him, I had that thought. Tongue. He never crossed my boundaries, but little does he know. Whenever he greets me, I find myself angling my face and neck upward as he comes down to greet my neck, almost touching my ear. And he gives me just a little tongue, which makes a shiver go down my spine before he seats himself. But this night, I'm having a terrible time trying to gather myself. And I think you knew it. We were at a table just for two at this quaint restaurant. So when I crossed my leg, it went in between his legs, for which I apologized. Of course, he said no problem, and we started up a conversation before addressing the waiter with our menus. As I was intently reading over the menu, I could feel you watching me. As I looked up, you just smiled, and then you went back to your menu. Then, very softly, I felt your hand on my leg, and very slowly you rubbed my leg. I lost total concentration. We ate in silence. Then you said, I should apologize for breaching your personal space. I lowered my eyes and blushed. Finding my words, I said, not a problem, as it was most relaxing.
I got off early and I stopped to pick up a couple bottles of wine. One of them I had you in mind to have over dessert. Let's look at the dessert menu and get something to go, and we can have the wine and dessert at my place or yours.
There was something about your subtle way of taking charge that had my emotions on a million. But I am always in control of me. He has been to my home before, and I have an early morning, so we agreed on my place. As I entered, I came out of my shoes at the door, and so did he. Yet we never stopped talking as we went into the den, as it was warm and inviting. I excused myself to get some dessert plates, glasses, forks, and napkins. When I returned, you had found the remote, and I sat with you on the love seat, which was, again, most inviting and plush. You presented me with a bottle of Menage a Trois Dulce wine. It had a sweet red with rich raspberry and dark cherry flavors wrapped in a velvety chocolate. You popped the cork and allowed it to breathe, and then it made me close my eyes as I savored the taste.
When you do that, it just does something to me. May I show you something?
My mind was saying, please. French kissing is amorous, a kiss which stimulates your partner's lips, tongue, and mouth, which are very sensitive areas to touch, inducing sexual arousal. It should be slow and passionate, intimate, romantic, and erotic. Have you guys closed your eyes yet?
Sit in my lap.
Now, I'm a whole lot of woman, and you patted your lap and said, please. As I stood up, you centered yourself in the middle of the love seat. Then you did it. Always just coming close to my ear, but this time you made contact. The voices in my head were saying, you are in control. You took a handful of my hair and you pulled my head back. And with your tongue, my goodness, you did what you did to my neck. And then you made your way to my lips, and very slowly but deliberate, your tongue entered my mouth and your hand up my thigh.
Straddle me now. I want you to feel what you have done to me. I have wanted you for long. There was this plush area rug in here as I kneeled before you undressing you. Your nipples were so erect as I encircled them with my tongue. Then I brought you down to your knees, then laying you back. Just lay there. I will be back, coming back with a towel, which I draped over one of the pillows off of the sofa and placed it under your bottom. I could not help but to moan as I noticed you were glistening with moisture. Deliberately, I tongued those lips, putting his face there, tongued your pearl, placing my finger, then fingers into your secret garden, as if I were putting my fingers into a jar of tasty honey, and slowly, fondly. Then I placed my fingers in your mouth. As you tasted the honey off my fingers, I so ready, I'm so ready. Are you?
I had never been so ready. Placing the head of Mr. only at the entrance of my garden had me begging, please, looking down to see you enter me in all of your magnificence. Oh, how ready you were. As you watered my garden, I felt you pulsating inside of me. I gripped you strongly as you leaned forward. There we laid in each other's arms. I had no idea what a tongue used properly could spawn. That tongue, your tongue. Okay, I hope I took you there. I hope you, um, I don't know what I hope. Thank you, my voice. Would you come up and just critique my writing? I value your thoughts, please, and tell me what you think. I invite you. Rod, had you heard that one? I'm going to invite you back with my voice. Had you heard that one? I just want to hear from the men this time around. Did I do it?
Um,
Um, um,
that the description of everything is so vivid that I think, from a man's point of view, I think they've had or been in a situation just like that. And I'm pretty sure that would take them back to that exact moment when that was happening. So it's more, for me, it's more of me going back to that place where that situation happened, right? Or being in that intimate moment with that person, whether it happened 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago. It takes you back to realize how sensual and seductive we can be, um and just letting everything go and just being 100% vulnerable to that moment, much less to that physical person.
you know,
um and how that's embedded in your DNA now. Whether it, like I said, if it happened 5 years ago, something that you may not think about every day, but it just in that moment you think, you're like, wow, I did that. That happened to me. I felt that, and just to kind of reminisce, and it'll almost make you pick up your phone and say, man, I should call her.
you know what I was thinking, Rod, is that for whatever reason, I like to write from a male's perspective. And when I say from a male's perspective, it's it's what I desire for that man to do. And that's where I get lost in my imagination. This is how I want you to love me. This is how I want you to make me feel. This is how I want you all to feel about intimacy. Intimacy, not just the F word. And that's good sometimes also. Um, but for the most part, that that I don't know, that build up to the passion, that build up to the release, I think does the body good.
You have to crock pot it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's absolutely. It's that slow burn effect. It's that the going from medium heat to high heat, and not even knowing that you progressed to that until you realize what has happened.
Because it's just my thought, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. But when you properly prepare that woman, Tisha Lee, come tell me what you're thinking. And when you properly prepare that woman, um, mind first, it's different. It's different.
It's that, and I don't think, and I think this is for humans in general. I don't think we fully understand the power that feminine energy and masculine energy bring when you're with that person who brings it out for you to experience. You know,
Because
it's a magic. It's um
It's science and an art form. You come prepared
exactly.
with the three T's: the time, the tool, and the technique. And then you go through the process of evaluation, information, education, and then relation, because you have to stimulate properly. You have to know whether to stir the coffee, steep in the tea, or whip the cappuccino.
Mm.
yes. So so writing from a male's perspective, do you as both of you as men, do you feel that I've depicted you correctly? Or I've depicted a man in that moment correctly?
I mean, for me, absolutely. I mean, like I said, and I can see what you mean by you're writing from a male perspective, but you're writing in a feminine energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you are in that feminine mode, it's going to bring out masculine around you because that's what it's going to attract. So when you go from when you go from your mind to your lips to the pen to the paper, that whole transference of energy is. I'm writing this from a masculine point of view, but I'm writing it with this feminine energy powered behind it. You know, and that's in the physical form, spiritual form, emotional form, however you want to look at it. That is what makes the whole thing work because it's coming with, like you said, masculine point of view, a male point of view, but it's powered by feminine, and that is the most beautiful thing ever when that happens.
Yeah, I wanted to say that too. I just thought about that. I was like, she right in the masculine, but it feels like a feminine because our body and our mind is reacting to the touch, to the stimulation, to the imagination. So yeah, it bounces off of that male perspective because in order to get a reaction, you have to have that action first. So that's where I was going with it. Hmm.
And the I don't know. I don't know how to it's when you're really honest with yourself, when you are honest with you, don't you desire that? Because see, I think when I wrote the story, Teach Me, he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know because she always availed herself. Like most women, we will avail ourselves. But have you missed something? So he asked her to teach him.
Hmm.
And then when she took time to make love to his mind, when she took time to make love to his mind, and the question is to the men, do the question is to the men, do you like that full play? Does it affect you like I want to envision that it does?
On an exterior level, It describes some motions, some functions that would appear robotic to most men, but on the level of intimacy, it would go a whole lot deeper, depending on the environment, the area, and of course, the availability of time.
I'm asking these questions because I'm in the midst of writing. I've got all of these stories over here in my box, and I've written for years in private. So I'm going through my box and I'm putting some more stories together. So hopefully by the end of April, I will have another. It may not be called trilogy, but I will have another. And this is my first, and so I'm learning here, and your feedback is most important. Sister, what say you?
You know what I say. I'm over here clutching my pearls, okay? I'm clutching my pearls. That is one of my favorites, and I'm waiting for you to read the other one that we talked about the other night or last week when you told me about that one. I feel like that might be my second favorite, but that's my favorite because it touches a, it does a lot. It does a lot. You can close your eyes and imagine everything that you said, everything.
Miss Donna, the way that you're able to make it so real. If I close my eyes, when I close my eyes to what it is that you're saying, I can feel the actual pleasure, the pulsating, the pulling of the hair, the gentle. Yeah, I can feel it. And listen, it's beautiful.
See, I could just imagine. I'm not that woman that says, "Don't mess up my hair."
Listen, grab me,
Mess
please.
my hair up, please. You don't mess my hair up, okay? Okay, I've got a comb and I've got a brush. Please mess my hair up. You know that if we
That's
get in
right.
the shower, and I promise you, I'm not going to get in the shower with the shower cap on because I want to feel the water just cascade over me. I want to feel your hands in my. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, good.
Come back, sister. Come back, come back.
Okay. I,
Come on
I
back.
stepped away. Okay. Elvis had left the building, but I just imagine, you know, I imagine being in the shower and standing there like I'm being frisked and I'm being lathered. Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Sister.
Yeah.
I need something to fan, but I'm sorry. Uh, what is this tonight? Welcome up to the panel. Can you unmute, sir,
Miss
ma'am?
Miss Donna got me over here. Imagine me being outside in the rain. Like you can put yourself in
Listen,
all positions, on top of a
Yes,
car, washing machine, whatever. But I'm
yes,
saying like you can put yourself where you want,
where you
to
want.
be. Yes.
And so in teaching that person how to love you, right? It's raining outside. Do you know? mm-mm.
It's raining.
Do you know what it feels like when that cool drop of rain hits your naked skin? Your skin. There is a tantalizing feel that makes you just kind of arch, and nobody's touching you. No one's touching you. You just go. It feels wonderful.
Miss Donna, I love the way that you talked about straddling his leg.
Oh, sister. Go ahead, Bam. I know how to
The way
do
that you talked about straddling his leg and telling him, you a big girl, or
it. Right.
just,
I'm a
sit
whole lot of
right
woman. Okay.
here. That's what I want, baby. I don't care. Sit right here. I got you. I got those big strong arms to hold you.
Okay. I got you. My God, today. Okay. I'm gonna fix me a target when I finish. I don't know about you all. But Rob, is that is it say it for me. Is it Zeta?
Zeta. Zeta lady.
Zeta?
Uh-huh.
Zeta Lane. Okay. Thank you all so much. Sister
Thank
Van,
you.
Walter, Jeanette, all of you guys, thank you so much for joining me for Queenfully Spoken and allowing me to go out there in my own way.
I love it.
Thank you.
But I don't know that I'll ever be ready, sister. There is a story that I'm in the midst of writing, and it's called Two Fingers, Please.
My
Yes,
God.
ma'am.
My God. My God.
Two
Where's my
fingers,
fan?
please.
Where's my
I
fan?
know, right? Yeah,
Not one,
two
two.
fingers, please.
Y'all
And
better hurry up and send me somebody.
Maybe three. I don't know.
Just don't spread them and do the wide circular motion.
Walter?
Ooh,
All
stop it.
right.
Walter?
All righty now. Mm.
I'm flashing.
yes, yes, Jaja, that was Pandora. She shouldn't have told you all, but that's going to be in my next. And I don't know that I'll read that one for you all. I don't know.
Oh, you already started. You have to. Yes, come on.
I can't wait to experience this with someone, Miss Donna, for sure. Even just to read it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's something about, for me, it's something about not losing your manners.
Hmm.
There's something so sensual and sexy when you can finish it off with a please. You know, touch me, please. I love when you touch me, please. Thank
Or
you
a
for that.
now.
Or when I say, but I want it now. You know, it's not so in your face, but let there be no doubt. I want it now. Right. Okay.
Let's work on that aggression.
Same here.
That's what I said, Bam. I was like,
Yeah.
You said now.
Now.
right now. Not now, but right now.
Right now. Okay. And if I need be, I know where it is. I can direct it. And I'm thinking of with these long fingers. Okay. Okay. It's time for you to go ahead.
Okay, Pandora.
It really is. Oh my goodness gracious. But
I
anyway,
think
I
I'm
can't
having
wait.
one of those rod moments. Don't touch me right now.
Yeah, right. Breathe in, breathe in.
Rod hasn't said anything else. I hope I didn't
Exhale.
offend you, Rod. I hope I didn't.
Oh no, not offended at all. I mean, like I said, it's for me. Um, I was X amount of years old when I found out how powerful intimacy is and how it can be. And I hope I don't offend anyone when I say this, but for a man to actually have a full body orgasm just because of the energy that you're receiving from your partner is an amazing thing, and it opens you up to so many more of who you are internally and spiritually and even emotionally, right? And I know a lot of men don't talk about that, but when you run across someone who actually can speak that kind of life into you, um, it should not be taken lightly, and don't be afraid of it, because um, it's definitely a blessing, and she will appreciate you even more when you're able to be that vulnerable and allow yourself to be swept up in that moment.
I like that term.
I like the swept up in the moment.
Swept up
Listen,
in the
Yes.
keep me
moment.
up.
Perfect
Oh,
wording.
Snatched up by the ankles.
Oh, Walter.
oh,
Okay. My necklace, my pearls are getting tight.
oh, I got snatched up by the ankle.
We're not having a staff
I was
meeting
like,
tonight, okay?
I was
Are
like,
we having?
okay,
Are
is
we
she
having?
here with us? Like,
No,
what's that?
we're not having a staff meeting tonight,
I
okay?
got you. I just don't know that okay. I just don't know that
No
I
staff
can.
meeting.
No staff meeting.
Hashtag
Mm-mm.
no baggy thongs.
Walter.
Okay. I'm going to
That's
mute
what
you,
she
Walter.
said.
Mm-mm-mm. Is this the
And that's
part?
another thing. That's another thing. Can I say another thing? May I say another thing?
Go ahead.
I don't think Zeta, sister, and Beth, we're getting ready to talk about you guys, but there is something about there is something about seeing a man in those I don't even know what you call them. You know those shorts that are really tight on their thighs and their
Speedos?
thighs look wonderful and it just kinda has all of their junk front and center. You know what I'm saying?
Are they Speedos you talking about?
No, not
Mm-mm.
speedos, no. Because they come down on their arms.
They're the jockey shorts.
Oh, the
Or the
jockey shorts.
bicycle shorts, that are tight,
Biker shorts. Okay.
biker shorts. Mm. I just had a vision. I'm sorry. But don't you wish that men would do something more like they like to see us in lingerie? But don't they? If we could get them to do something you know, as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
the
can.
biker shorts. You know.
Just take your shirt off for me. Let me see your chest. Let me see your
You,
arm.
you
Let me
know,
flex just a little bit.
when you're dressed up, dressing for that man, and you feel so sexy, you want to be able to model that outfit. You want him to see through the outfit before they take it off. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to turn around, you want to back shots, you want to see the side shots, and then when that time comes, you want him to slowly take it off, not
Yes. That
fast.
is.
Yeah, stop grabbing. Just slowly start from the shoulders. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Hmm.
Yes.
That's like in Happy New Year, baby. You heard me read that one, right? But she gets prepared for him in a bustier, right? But when he's looking at her from the front, it's a bustier. But when she turns around, it's a thong all the way down, right? And she's disrobing him out of a tuck that he had on. So she's undoing the bow tie. It's just hanging, right? And you just hold on to it and pull it right. Yeah, yeah.
So the easiest way, ladies, for the easiest way for a man to see you and do those things to you in that manner. Think about and start processing when you're getting dressed for him.
Okay.
Don't let it just be the physical that's getting dressed. Dress up your spirit, dress
Hmm.
up your emotions. And once you do that, everything about you, from the physical to the mental to the spiritual, will exude into him, and he will undress you the same way you got dressed.
Okay, I almost closed my eyes. Okay,
Take
right.
my glasses off because I feel like I'm gonna sweat.
All right, you know,
Thank you for that,
Listen to
David.
your
keep
thighs,
going back to the moment.
placing
Okay.
on the kitchen counter, looking
Did
deep
you?
into your eyes before I cradle,
Mm.
greatly pull you close.
Oh, Lord.
I place one hand under the small of your back, the other under your arm to the center of your back, and pull you closer to whisper in your ear, Happy Valentine.
Oh, child, just wondering how I get on the other side of the bed. Okay.
You on the kitchen counter, baby.
Uh huh.
Okay. Mhm. All right. I have so enjoyed you all. I said I was going to let you go by 12:30, and I'm sorry. I've ran over. Um, yes. I, there's one more person that's asking to come up. Let's see. And then we're going to call it a night. Joe, Joe, welcome to the panel.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Mm.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Gone.
Oh, he was about to start with that voice. My ooh, my left eye almost closed with that one.
I don't know where he went.
Joe, come back, come back. Joe,
Did he?
Joe, go.
Did he just? Is that all that he wanted? No, no, no. That's not what I meant. But it did he? Did he just want to speak? Bless his heart. How are you?
I don't see him either.
I don't.
So he's
Well,
not in the chat.
Look like he just dropped off.
okay.
Totally.
Well, maybe he felt like Sid said. Sid said that there are times when you're just not ready to talk to me.
As the rod said, just don't touch him. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Just leave him alone.
Just leave him
Let it
alone.
marinate.
Ah,
Mm.
so until the next time, until we have another reading, um, can we have the morning after Valentine? Can you imagine what that's like? The morning after Valentine.
Great day in the morning. We still.
And you wake up to the, as Wanda yourself would say, and you wake up to the morning wood.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Watch me in the morning.
That's right.
Mhm. Okay, Jeanette, that's okay. You know, it's his loss. Um, but nevertheless, can you imagine persons waking up?
5 a.m.
Hmm. And you back up to it, right?
That's 2 a.m.
Oh, okay. Until 5. It'll go until 5.
You mean until afternoon, second.
Oh my God. See, can't you close your eyes and feel that? You back up to it just a little bit. Mhm.
Then you get rolled over.
There's a gun in your bag.
I did.
You won't need an alarm clock, but you will
It's
need
a
to call
stick
in.
up.
It is a stick up and I'm ready.
He gonna pat you down.
Okay.
Please. You know, see, there's that manners again. Please, pat me down. Please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to resist. Pat me down. Okay, you all.
Tell everybody where your book is. Let's
Oh,
focus. Come on.
Trilogy. It's the French pronunciation of trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Trilogy. This cover, I wanted it to be unassuming so that you could feel free to read it in the airport, on the beach, and they don't see a man with his hand in his crotch or BG&T, I call it butt, gut, and titties, all of it hanging out on the front. That's never said intimacy to me at all. But anyway, that's just Donna Marie, right? So this is trilogy, and then the struggle is real. This is my story. This is my story of being 19 when I was married, and 23 years later I was divorced. So it's my story. It You can get the information of how to order a signed copy. It's pinned on my profile, and it has all the information right there. So please go there. Thank you in advance for your support. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Very welcome.
A good night.
Sweet
Have a
dreams.
good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Zeta,
night.
thank you for coming. Wait a minute, Zeta. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't. Hold on just a second.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank
I
you.
think I gifted everybody. I think I did.
Love you, love you, love you.
Yes.
I think. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Sure. Thank you all for making this possible. Thank you. I got music everywhere. Do you hear me? Okay.
Now go grab your partner and descend into the depths of the current that'll swirl you both into the afternoon tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So, anyway, good night, you all. I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you came to sit with me for a minute.
Good night.
Good night.
Next time.